Which is, I believe, during our last week of commentary, I think this was like Aether Gates was like the go-to. So
was it?
I just immediately, to get some change up. Force is going to be the first starting point. I like that.
Yeah, I don't hate it at all.
Good color contrast between the characters. Let's see how we go.
Oh, and right out of the gate. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Arigator just immediately off the side of the stage. I mean, that's kind of a big thing. Obviously, Clairen doesn't really have a hard time getting back to stage with the huge hitbox that she's got access to on that up B.
What triangle dash? Oh my god!
Really nice triangle dash through the tongue there, but it really hasn't helped. Rocky just keeping Ari off the side of the stage right now.
Oh, huge no resources.
Yeah, that's it. Just a quick 30 seconds in, immediately losing the first stock.
Yeah, and just like that, a matchup that was said by some to be very Clairen favored, already making a case for Ranno.
Yeah, and honestly, Rocky's movement's been really good so far. I was talking about how the spacing's going to be important, and now we finally see a little bit of a tag back as I'm saying that, naturally caster cursing it. But yeah, like, just look at the tracking there, like, following the roll. It's been so huge.
Yeah, and I really love that dash dancing back and forth. Really, really great on that whiff punishing. So patient.
Yeah, very good with the micro spacing too. There's been a couple of very close hits at the moment. Trying to go for a lot of those kind of like run off forward airs have been good openers so far. I like the drop down with the needles into the up air potential. There's some really good, but now Ari finally finding himself in a good situation here with the edge guard, trying to keep Ranno off the stage, but does miss the potential hit. Rocky gets back to stage. That's the resources again, immediately burning that air dodge.
Oh, and the tongue just barely gonna sneak right back on stage. And yeah, I was about to say Rocky was in a bit of trouble there, but looking like trouble for the other end.
Yeah. Now Ari's gonna try and make their way back. It's kind of a little bit of a trade. We're waiting for like a big hit right now. It's a difficult place to be in. You're both sitting on a whole bunch of percent. Neither of these two really have neutral hits that can find kills too easily. That up smash barely whiffing. One of these stocks is going to go down first, but the problem is that Rocky already has the full stock lead, so this isn't really an awful situation for them. The down tilt does get parried.
All right, parry straight into violence, and we're going to be looking for some more. But yeah, I mean, Rocky's got quite the nice lead.
Yeah, it's really important here for Ari to try and return this lead. Like there is, no, that is really not where you want to find yourself.
First one of the day, nice back air.
That's what you're really trying to avoid there, is just getting down the full stock, being on their last stock. This is a really troublesome situation right now if you're Ari. Like, oh, you got to deal with so much pressure coming up from Rocky right now. Interesting choice for the down B there. Could have been a good, counter option, but really right now Ari's just trying to hold the center of the stage, which I think is a great option. Just try and rack up some percent. You need to do it slowly at this point. Patience is going to hurt you. We're seeing some good start for this comeback.
Yeah, things should be Rocky here. Oh, but just gonna sneak right back on stage, and all the back airs in the world, no matter how safe that move is, Rocky just does not seem to mind. Just gonna bide his time, and so much damage coming out already.
A good little carry just to get Ari off the side of the stage there. Potential for the edge guard, but it doesn't come through. Obviously, we see Ranno finding a lot of stocks with those edge guards, but it's a little bit challenging with how big the Clairen recovery hitbox is. We see that immediately tagging Rocky off the edge guard.
Yeah, it's just a matter of... Oh my god, what an air dodge. Just barely go past that down strong. But yeah.
I like the patience here. Just letting Ari, okay, burn your resources, come back to stage, I'll just bat you right back off again. I don't need to go in for anything crazy. And really, you don't. If you're Rocky right now, you have the stock lead. Just playing nice and patient at the edge of the stage. Yeah, and that forward smash isn't quite going to seal it, but you're still in good place here. Barely messing with the up air there, or excuse me, the forward air.
Oh, no strong hit, but that one's going to be a strong hit. And strong, more than strong enough to just take Ari right off the side there. And that was, while it was slow and controlled, that was pretty dominating from Rocky.
Yeah, really oppressive. Like, it's super frustrating to be in that situation where you're just trying to, especially right at the end there where it's kind of destined, You're never really getting back there if you're playing as Clairen. It's very, very patient play there from Rocky, just making sure, okay, abuse the fact that they don't have too many resources. I will find the stray hit to get the kill at some point. And it did end up working out now. Stage selection for game number 2 onto Trepplepon.
Yeah, I mean, that was like an instant stage select. It was literally just like, yo, Trepple's open, we're going.
And it's a good option for dealing with Ranno.
Yeah, I mean, Ari's looking quite comfy. Oh, wow, that downer is going to put Rocky in a really bad position. Oh, it's staying kind of... Oh, never mind.
A bit of an
Gonna
early
say
commitment on the downer.
I was going to say, staying pretty patient here, but what in the world?
Tongue finding the way back to stage, but still only 6%, the 80% difference between these two at the moment. Ari's just had a really strong start here, and this is really what we were missing in the previous game. I don't know if it's the platform layout that's really helping us right now. Obviously, Charcoal Pond makes it a little bit harder for Ranno to pull off some of their shenanigans, but it's really just been all Ari favored in the neutral right now. Look at that, just kind of fading back with the forward air there, matching the tempo there from the Ranno, but obviously you have the rage advantage, and now it's up to Rocky to try and find some percent back, but I don't think it's going to happen so far.
Yeah, and one of the big things that we're going to see here is what does it look like when Ari's the one with the lead? Right? Because now Rocky has to be the one approaching. If you can't seal out that stock, it's not really going to mean anything.
Yeah, and right now Ari has been struggling to find that hit, but I think they're just trying to play a little bit more patiently. Let's see who we get here. Very close back and forth, but we do see like both characters at this point, side of the stage, you know, it's been very active so far, as one person's basically been off stage for about 50% of the set so far. Finally, up smash to take it, but 172 is kind of late.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit late, but those early percent combos have always been pretty good coming out from Ari. And as long as Ari's going to continue on this trend, with that back air already looking to even things back up.
Oh, good option. Now, what's going to be the punish here? Kind of not finding too much damage there. I think he probably could have found a little bit more there, but just getting a little bit unlucky with those hits, not quite sealing everything together. And right now it's going to be Rocky to try and trade some things back. 40% the difference.
Oh my god!
Good catch with the up smash, and we were worried about sealing stuff earlier. It was 62.
I did not anticipate that to be a complete, like, galaxy up strong. Like, no way. That wasn't even charged.
Yeah, I think this stage might end up getting banned if we're going a little bit further. Ari's looking so much more comfortable here than just on that first stage of Forest Floor. Like, it didn't look right. It was such an early start for Rocky, and I don't know if it was just something that fell apart really early. But this game, Ari's looking so much more well, like, versed to the matchup. Like, it just makes more sense here.
Yeah, and Rocky, it looked like he was grabbing, you know, some control back, and right now it looks like, you know, still grasping at that. But that up strong, you know, just immediately got rid of that momentum, and oh, wait, this could be bad.
You say that, did find the stock there with the back air. Now there's a 4-stack on the bubble. Now how do you get out of this if you're Ari trying to be a little bit unpredictable, move away from the side of the stage? Rocky has finally brought the percent back in their advantage, and that's a real problem for Ari, who's finally dropped the lead. Now off the side of the
no,
stage,
wait, that's a tilt.
Have enough resources to get back, and another Misty Eye on a stray back air, and that's game 2 to Rocky.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you know, Ari's neutral and punish game looked so different and so much better on that stage, but as the game went on, so much of the timings and the way that the recovery was being done ended up staying mostly the same, and Rocky was, you know, catching on to that. It's like, okay, well, you know, if you're going to double jump after every single time I send you off stage, then I'm just going to keep sending you off stage, gonna punish you for that. And because, you know, when you burn those resources early, you're in a really bad position.
Yeah,
especially against a character like Ranno.
Yeah, one that just thrives on edge guard. No, it kind of looked like Ari went into that game with a game plan and then gradually forgot it. So it's going to be about, can you keep that adaptation this game? Missing the down air there, unfortunately, but still finding a really nice punish off of it, tracking on these platforms so well. There's nowhere for Rocky to go. Kind of a lot of, like, stray hits that really aren't chaining into each other, but following the DI, following the defensive options here from Rocky is 0% so far, and 93 on this Ranno.
Oh my god!
Almost finding the kill off the top there, but, you know, still 100% in favor of Ari. And how did they lose that previous game? How did this first game look so far away? This is looking so strong. Again, like, it's like there's a different mentality at the beginning of these games, and Ari finds the first stock almost completely uncontested.
Yeah, almost completely uncontested, throwing out 4 of those F-Strongs in a row. But yeah, you know, Ari, like you said, was getting a few of those stray hits here and there on that first stock, but as the stock continued, it started getting more and more. Oh, but hold on, Rocky trying to make a case for themselves here.
Barely not being able to get that tongue on the ground. Would have been a very good pressure option there to just make sure that Ari either had to burn a defensive option immediately, or actually just might have gotten straight, like, caught by the tongue. Now, Ari back to the pressure off the side of the stage, and kind of this initial momentum's kind of disappeared. I'll be interested if Ari can start to pick up this combo game again. It's starting to happen. A lot of those kind of wave dash off and then going for those back airs. I think Rocky's starting to detect those and be like, okay, I need to space myself a little bit differently here. Seeing a lot more wave dashes back around the edge of the stage right now. But obviously, this is a small stage. There's not too much distance that you have to run to really get away from these combos. You're putting yourself off the side of the stage.
I mean, also, one thing that we're seeing is some crucial adaptation from both players. You know, Ari not going for those immediate double jumps off the side, and Rocky not DIing in on the dash attack for the up strong. This time opting to DI out, you know, which puts you into Dacus range, but, you know, just very good adaptation here. Oh my god!
Just such a quick little dash there. I wasn't sure which way to call that one initially, but still 100%, plus 100% on both of these two. And this time it's Rocky having a hard time sealing the stock out, 166%. I say that good catch on the air dodge there, getting a little bit predictable on the side of the stage there. Ari does lose that first stock.
All right, and just straight into the down strong. Yeah, you know, I mean, I was expecting, you know, side B down strong, a down air down strong, but, you know, just gonna go for it raw. Not ready to DI it, and, you know, if you're not ready to DI Clairen down strong, you're done for.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just catching it the wrong way, DIing, you know, to the left. It really doesn't get you too far, but I think getting you too far is just using that wall jump at the wrong time there, and Ari loses that stock, and here we are, last stock. Again, Ari drops their lead at the last moment, but can they bring it back? It's been up to Rocky so far.
I mean, taking the mask off, getting real serious here, and the nairs are coming out, the neutral is coming out, and the question is Ari going to come out with the win?
Yeah, and really, you got to keep that pace up at the moment because Rocky's been so good at punishing these mistakes, and like you said, whiff punishing, and staying on top of Ari and giving a lot of pressure at the moment, but as soon as Ari has gotten that combo started, they have kept it going. It's been so crucial.
All right, and Ari, you know, not quite going out for, like, those guaranteed follow-ups, like, but, you know, just very content to stay on stage and continue to knock Rocky off stage. Oh my god!
Great timing there at the bubble release there to get that forward air spike, and now Ari has to try and find this recovery through. Good catch there with the neutral beat, dropping off those poison stacks, and now the situation is completely reversed now. Rocky has to try and find a way back.
Oh, no double jump!
Yeah, that's it! Finally, Rocky takes their first game. Or excuse me, Ari takes their first game. Rocky falls.
Yeah, and just like that, we got a series on our hands. You know, 2-1. Once again, this is a first to 5, so, you know, it's not like it's quite tournament stock, but this pressure is still there.
Yeah, I'm disappointed that our trend of doing best of 9 money matches has disappeared. That was easy for me to keep track of, guys. Come on, bring it back. see if we can bring that back. But going back to Track Plat now, Rocky picking up the choice to go to Tower of Heaven. This one rarely escapes a best of 9. Such a popular stage one for good reason.
A little interesting though, because Tower of Heaven was the second stage banned in, you know, the first set of bans where, you know, initially it was Ethereal Gates and then immediately after that was Tower of Heaven. So one of these two players probably doesn't like the stage all that much. But oh my god! Doesn't look like it's Ari.
Yeah, at least given the starter stage's preference, but, you know, sometimes you got to pick the lesser of two evils. And, you know, when it's this one or Tempest, I think a lot of people would rather play here. Good catch with the down air there. Is there going to be any sort of, like, pace coming back here from Ari, or is it just going to be Rocky stealing out this first stock? Like, we've seen Rocky really able to keep the pressure up in these situations, but immediately forfeiting that stage control. See,
yeah, but, you know,
high percentage.
And with the really good timing mix up from the up B, we're seeing a lot more variation in Ari's recoveries. So even when Ari does tend to lose out early, it's not quite as dominating as Rocky had earlier.
We're seeing look at how far back Rocky's going on these recoveries here, like backing up to just about center stage, not wanting to really mess with those potential timing mix-ups. Both of them parrying back and forth, a little bit of tension in the middle of the stage there. 132 on both of them, quick hit. You know, anything strong right now can just seal the stock out. 142 exactly on both of these two. First stock is yet to go down. The back air does get DI'd properly this time from Ari, and they keep themselves alive.
Yeah, this is the same tension as a game FT5 last hit, last stock scenario. This is stock 1.
Stock 1, no one's going out here. But it does start to give the point. It ties it. It ties it. Well done. Well done, gents. All right. Well, anyway, back to the reset. I mean, 29% here on the Clairen. It's a 2-star game now.
Yeah, you know, back to Smash 4. But just like Smash 4, you know, the moment that you find yourself in what looks like a bad situation, everything could turn around immediately.
Is that how Smash 4 works, or is that how Bayonetta works? I don't remember.
Huh? No, Smash 4 had Rage.
Oh, yeah, good point. I guess Bayonetta was just player-induced rage, wasn't it? Oh, jeez, player-induced rage, you missed it. That's bound to be upsetting.
Oh, Lord.
On this bike, losing the stock incredibly early, and what looked like a lead for Rocky has just quickly disappeared.
And Rocky, like, as we've said before, plays super patiently, and that discipline is something that's, you know, obviously very difficult to have, but the question is, can you sustain it for the entire first to 5? You know, this is a potential of 9 games.
A minimum of minimum of 7 at the moment, but let's see if we can get some actual hits in.
Oh, just barely missing out on the wave dash, I believe. Like, a triangle dash is an opportunity, but like, I don't think that angle was looking for a triangle dash.
We've seen some good triangle dashes so far throughout this set, but I mean,
we absolutely have. I'm loving it.
One of those pieces of tech that, you know, I got introduced to it so late, and I was like, when would you ever use that? And every time I was, oh, you know, like that. It is one of those things that never came to mind for me, but here comes the bubble punish out of Rocky right now. Just both of them rolling on the side of the plat there, getting those rival spot dodges in, and there's there's another one of those to seal it out and tie 2-2 right now for Arigator.
Yeah, and, you know, just like that, Ari got those shades of MK Leo going down 2-0, looking to make that reverse 3-0. But once again, this is a first to 5, right? And the question is your mental stamina going to be able to keep up through that entire time? Now, Ari seems to have been getting the adaptation in, and there's a lot of changes being made that I didn't expect to see, considering how one-dimensional Ari's recoveries and other things like that were in the first few games.
You're talking about changes. We're going straight back here. I just want to quickly stop the broadcast. We got the whole chat to say bless you to Josh's dad when he sneezed. My dog has entered the room. I'm wondering if I can get some woofs or something to say it. See how much power I actually hold in this stream. But I mean, holding all the power right now. Rocky's had a really good startup so far, and actually starting to take control of this stage, looking like making this their own stage pick.
Yeah, and just like that, you know, just gonna charge those needles, gonna continue to send Ari off stage. Oh, but that F-Strong not gonna connect. Just like that, all that momentum seems to be gone immediately.
Pepper appreciates the dog representation. Appreciate it, guys. Right now, Rocky trying to find their way back to stage. Oh! Does actually grab the tech there, but it's a little bit late. Is there going to be any more of those? I really, like, Rocky, I feel like, needs to be carving those techs a little bit sooner. It's been really problematic so far. Does grab it there as well. Now we're starting to see some reaction time. Very, very good job so far from Rocky to actually, like, you know, we've seen it. Like, it's almost like a build in progress so far. It's going to be almost instant the next time we see it, I promise. Oh, nearly instant on the reaction there to grab the up smash, but still, we're in one of those situations, like you said, last stock situation, but it's not. We're at stock number 1. 130% on both of these two, and neither of them can really find the opportunity to get that straight hit in. Oh my lord! There it is on the dash attack and up smash.
Yeah, you know, the Ari classic, the dash attack into up strong, and, you know, Rocky... While we said a lot about Rocky's patience, like, I feel like this is one of those times where you just gotta go in for it, you know? Just throw out a Dacus, throw out a neutral smash. Like, just go straight in for it. Because, like, this lead is continuing to grow, and Ari has so much momentum now.
Yeah, and just finally starting to be able to build that percentage lead. We've seen some very good strings from Ari, like, but honestly, Rocky spacing has kind of been preventing those so far. Hold on. Say that we're about to get one started, but we've seen some very good strings, especially like we saw at the beginning of that Forest 4 game. Ari was just all over the place tracking Rocky, and I think it's a mixture of the spacing from Rocky and kind of the DI mix-up, which that have kind of allowed them to escape those situations. But right now, here's a quick string coming out, the triple fair. Ranno's favorite. Oh, not quite catching the DI there. And now turning it around with back airs for Ari.
I mean, beautiful DI on that back air. You know, just barely going to be edging away from the up air. And Rocky's in a good position here. You know, could try to send Ari off stage, but that up is so hard to deal with if you're not going to parry it.
Oh, and good catch there. Getting behind the hitbox there and landing the forward smash. Sealing up that second stock.
It is taking everything in my fiber of my being to not scream out, "Can you see this, Jaxander?" Because, oh my lord.
No edge cancels.
Because every Ranno, whenever an edge cancel happy Ranno is on the screen, I'm just like, please, get punished for it. Please, please. But that down tilts into up strong is, you know, that standard tried and true punish is going to even out this game. That poison tick is going to start doing a lot, though.
Yeah, it actually has. It's added a whole bunch of extra percentage so far. I mean, so did that forward air. Now Ari finally starting to get the cuts back in. And we're keeping the percentage just relatively even between these two at the moment. I say that almost dead even for a moment there, but it really, like, we've seen these last stock situations go either way. It hasn't necessarily been all Ari or Rocky favored, but I mean, right now the set count as well, dead even. This is going to be who takes the lead for the rest of the set. And Rocky needed to work on the text there, teaching it back to Ari there. Ari missing the double tech going down the side of the wall there, and that's game 5. Over to Rocky.
Oh, what can I say? But, you know, do unto others what you want them to do unto you. And Rocky just gonna return the favor. Ari not ready for it.
Yeah, and losing that set advantage, lead going back to now. I believe we're in the situation where we think it's a best of 5 again. It isn't.
It is in fact a first to 5.
I've made that mistake every week I've commentated, so I'm not going to pretend like I'm greater than. But
Rocky still has not readied up. Just hit the good game and seems to have mentally checked out.
Yeah, and you know, we worry about that. We have a relatively long set format here. I've run into people kind of checking out a little bit early. Seems like Rocky's been informed. Now got to get those hands warmed back up. Maybe got the controller unplugged, walked away. But no, luckily back in client, back in game. Now Ari, sorry, I got excited. We're going to Rockwall. Rockwall's been such a deliverer.
Mix-up.
Yeah, Rockwall's been such a deliverer of good games in these last couple of weeks. Just kind of those high intensity, you know, high movement. Obviously, got the double platform stacked up, gives you the opportunity to go quite high with their combos. And now we're going to see Jules Veil instead, which does have the potential to be cool, but I'm going to, you know, hard point here. Normally isn't.
Relatively neutral stage, you know, very, very calm, controlled. Ooh, we got the down air coming out. And, you know, once again, this first stock is always so tense and back and forth between both of these players.
Yeah, it's very strange. And then we almost have like a We almost have a disconnect during the middle stock where one of them like tends to pull out a lead and then it's dead even right at the end again. That's almost like we're following a format between these two. But the one bit of the format that hasn't been followed is there hasn't been a consistent winner so far. 2 to 3 between the two of them, obviously very close. Going for this best of 9.
Just barely missing out on that waveland. Oh, this could be bad.
141%. This is the first time that we've seen a major percent gap in these first stocks in a while. Trying to go for the potential spike with the down B, but it doesn't come through. Landing with that back air, too high percent to land the up smash, and good reaction there from Rocky to not go for it. And there's a needle into the forward smash there, 171 to seal it out.
Yeah, you know, Ari going for some pretty creative stuff. I'm liking to see it, but the question is, can that creativity really net you that picturesque win?
You're gonna need to like find something right now in terms of Ari, like just struggling to find damage. And really, one of the things that Ari's been able to find some kind of straight up smashes to get some very early kills, and that's kind of it. There hasn't really been too many other opportunities to really seal out those stocks at early percentages. I was going to say down smash is kind of their other go-to. They're really good job to land the, what is it, the top hitbox of that one to get that strong hit? I don't even know.
That was the first hit, you know, the top hit of the first hit of down strong, which for some reason anti-airs. Oh,
I like that quick little like down air jab and then forward air to keep the combo going. A lot of those chippers back to back, good way to add damage.
Yeah, I mean, like it was so interesting to me because like the game one, Ari felt super one-dimensional in the way how he was playing this Clairen, but and now as the sets goes on, there's just more and more tricks, and oh man, how many more are we gonna see?
It's like almost being actively inspired during the set to try some new stuff. Like there's something artistic working in that brain Ari at the moment, like trying to find something new. You build the pieces together, be like, oh, that was a good idea, but unfortunately the back air seems to be something they need to take the biggest lesson from at the moment. Rocky finds so many stocks with those. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Nice
right
and strong.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Moving past it, nice and smooth, no problems there. Now Rocky has to be troubled with finding their way back to stage against this Clairen. Does a really good job of it. I think that's somewhere where Ari's actually really been lacking so far is on those edge guard punishes. We've seen Rocky kind of work out a strategy to really back up, give Ari the opportunity to just blow some resources. But I mean, right there, just giving full stage control there and letting Rocky recover back to stage. There's absolutely no punish. And look at the situation you find yourself in. Last stock, and you're down on percent. You could have had an advantage here, Ari.
And Ari in not the greatest of positions, but we've seen these super tense scraps before, and Ari has come out on top 2 of these 3 games. So the question is, who's really going to be able to seal this out? This is looking like that first stock again.
Yeah.
Oh?
Starting to see a little bit of worry here, but Rocky's been good in these tense situations as well. Racking up a lot of percentage at the moment. Does get parried. There's no DI on the down strong again. Does take it off the top, and we're 3-3. Going into game 7.
3-3, and it's already looking like we might be seeing a game 9 this early on into the exhibition matches, which is not looking great for Rocky. We've seen those movies. We've seen how those end up the later and later it goes. But yeah,
dude,
Ari,
I'm young. I haven't.
Oh no. Oh god. Oh, the generational gap already.
Like
but yeah,
3,
Ari, like just like an alligator, gonna be hiding those fangs, hiding those teeth, hiding some extra stuff for us to see for later.
Yeah.
But Rocky, oh my god, coming out swinging.
Yeah, Josh, I'm not letting you move past that.
Yeah, alligators don't show their teeth. Crocodiles do.
Oh my god, I'm wrong.
Yes, you are wrong.
No, I'm the idiot. No.
Anyway,
all right. Biology aside, force floor taking a kind of standard first off between these two. A lot of trades back and forth. Nobody really taking it out of control. I'll say that there's a really good catch there with the up smash, put Rocky ahead early into this game, and one of them's going to be moving forward to a match point situation from here. So the pressure isn't enormous. Clearly, it's lackadaisical even, but like I was gonna say, pressure isn't enormous. Obviously, there's a lot of ways that these two. There's still a potential of even 2 more games after this point, but you do have the pressure advantage. You do have
Oh my god! What an air dodge!
You have the last situation. You can lose an extra game. You can be on your stage pick. There's a lot of advantages here right now, and so there might actually end up being a lot of pressure on this game to kind of show up and provide. That this could be your lifeline. Go down there to get the catch.
I did not expect a back air out of that.
Seeing Ari actually get some of these conversions in, which is where I think they've really been struggling, is getting that first hit and having a hard time turning it into something, whereas Rocky's been doing a really good job of just putting Ari exactly where they want him to be.
Oh, and we got Down Air City coming on out, but I don't know. The question is, how are you going to seal out the stock?
Oh my god! It's just gonna be a quick jab into a wave dash forward. They're grabbing the forward smash. Really good job. And and does have a stock advantage here. Does grab that parry. We could actually see something coming out here from Ari. Is there going to be no DI on that? Where it looks like we're coming out to just about even. Only 12% on this Ranno right now, but that's going to be quickly tied back up here on this last stock.
Oh, I see you not giving me a chance to say it.
No.
But moving on, yeah, like I said, these second stocks, always seem to be kind of scrappy, kind of wild. But once it gets to that third stock and those first stocks, everything gets so honed in, and the pressure is so immense. Like, dear lord, like 55 to 54. Can it get any closer? And not if Ari has anything to say about it.
Yeah, trying to build that gap as much as possible. I think it's been like the
Oh
first
my
two
lord.
stocks have been exhibition stocks, but there's no exhibition now, just an execution from Ari, taking that match point potential, going into game 8 now, and now it's up to Rocky to try and find the 2 more games to bring themselves back into it, or if not, Ari has the advantage, can lose the game, can get the stage pick, or can just win it right now.
Yeah, I mean, like, right now, it seems that Ari has, you know, lost the best of 5, but that's not what they're here for. Yeah, he's in it for the long haul.
Really has to be right now. No, okay, what? I glanced away from a second, and they were both using up B on the same side of the stage at like a y-axis difference of 1,000,000.
Oh,
what happened?
Basically...
All right, you know what? Let's move past it. That first stock's done. We're not looking at it anymore. First stock done, already immediately taking that lead, and this is dangerous if you're Rocky.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're Rocky, you gotta be looking past that, because you just gotta keep that mental under check. You have to avoid getting overly pressured, and once again, you know, Rocky is super, super good when he's playing patiently, but it's so hard to play patiently from behind.
Yeah, you start to, not only in terms of like actually like game theory and whatnot, like it's challenging, but even just from the perspective of, you know, this is every second I could be falling further behind, but you have this tool as Ranno, just make use of that poison stack, you know, let Ari just whiff some of those moves that would get themselves into kill range, you know, it's an extra percentage tacked on. See if you can actually find that kill option. There's a potential for the punish there, doesn't come through. A little bit of patience there from Rocky, unfortunately not paying off. And now Ari's found themselves an even bigger lead. There's a potential for a kill there. Going for that side B. And every single one of these situations is even more tense if you're the Frog right now, because they can steal the game, seal the set, put you back down off the stream. Right now, you win that best of 5 and check out a little bit, and Ari's coming in to punish.
Yeah, and just like that, it seems like Ari is going to put an end to the last hit, last stock scenarios that we've been seeing in all of these games, but not if Rocky has anything to say about it, coming out swinging, and it looks like, you know, we still got one more run for the champ.
At minimum, you know, Rocky's obviously looking at extending this. You got to play at least one more game here if you want to see a win here if you're Rocky. But I mean, that means taking down 2 more stocks completely untouched. Ranno almost having to convert to a different playstyle. We've seen a lot of patience so far. We need to see some more aggression, something different coming up from Rocky. Go for those hard punishes. Take those risks you need to right now. You're down the full stock, and right now we're starting to see it a little bit. Extending that back air over the platform drop is a little bit interesting. Almost missing the AI there. And now, how's Ari going to handle this punish? Does get caught in the bubble there, and it's okay. Is there going to be any jump off the wall there? No. The potential for the up B into forward air, but it doesn't come through. Just a little bit of delay, unfortunately. Wasn't able to get that wall jump. And now, Ari holding that frog at the top of the stage. The parry does come through, but there's no drop down. I'm sure that that was supposed to be a C-stick input onto a forward air. Oh, barely missing the down tilt timing there. And now Ari's at advantage. Barely not landing with the up smash. The pressure on the top of the platform, but unfortunately gets a forward smash.
Yeah, and you can see all the pressure, and there it is. Ari going to take it 5-3, and from what looked so much in Rocky's favor at the beginning, you know, Rocky had taken it 3-2, hit him with a good game, and Ari said, no, hold on, we're not done yet.
We're not done yet. There's a couple tricks left up the sleeve, and there it is. First performance from the EU Clairen that I have seen, and there it is. Actually performing very, very well there. Good stuff from Ari.